and raised in Houston, Texas. My grandfather had a farm in East Texas, a small town called Big Sandy. And I would always go back and forth for holidays, visit with my grandfather, where he had horses and cows. He basically also worked with wood. So he would build furniture out of deer antlers that he would found while he was hunting. He would take wood that he found that had fallen and just basically just carve and build furniture and little chairs and little tables. So a lot of that was an inspiration for me as a kid growing up. So growing up in Houston, or Texas in general, we don't really travel much. Most people in Texas stay put, especially with my family. I actually started traveling in my 30s. I took my first trip overseas with my wife's family. She's originally from southern Germany. So my in-laws took me out and showed me around some of the areas in southern Germany, France, Basel area of Switzerland. And that was really impactful for me. I got to see how they lived. I got to see their culture. And it was different from Houston. It was different from Texas. It was something I only read about in books. Books only take it so far. And once I got to feel that community, that culture of people, I basically was able to, it just opened my mind. You can only take so much from a book. Once you experience it, it does something, it moves you. That's what it did for me. It really inspired my work to move in a direction. Janus Portal was inspired by a piece that I did in studio called Vortex. This was back in 2018. And so that particular piece was really just more about travel, exploration, this hidden form that's beneath and behind. The piece is roughly about 22 feet tall by 30 feet wide, and it projects at a cantilever of about 16 feet. So I really was able to take the work that I do in the studio and really bring it into life in a space. And I was allowed to really just freeform with the piece. It's structurally sound. It really stands by itself. We had some limitations as far as engineering, where the piece couldn't actually touch the building. So we had to come up with different ideas for seismic load issues, or from just movement that may happen with the main buildings. The panels were done in studio again. I have a space that's a dry space, and I have a space that's no AC or anything like that. So I actually mix up the concrete in studio. I hand mix it. I have a fabricated piece of machinery that allowed me to flatten out the concrete and give texture to the concrete with my hands that really leave this look of both hand and machines being involved. One of the most difficult parts of the piece was really just creating the concrete portion of the work. Again, the piece has a lot of elements. The concrete portion, which I pride my work in, was the most challenging, but the most satisfying. I had to keep that concrete under a certain weight so that it could pass through code. This particular project, again, we have a lot of different elements coming together, a lot of different people coming together with the project. We have the architects, the other fabricators, we have the AC guys, we have the electricians, and I have to work around all those guys and make sure the piece can incorporate all of that and also still keep its integrity as a sculpture. Overall, I felt like I feel comfortable and excited and happy with it. It was definitely the most challenging.